And this is the first time this season we get to bring up the picks. But why I should digress and I should bring up last year's, and we can honor Colton one last time being the picks champion, followed by Jake, who did not want to finish last, and he achieved that, finishing second, followed by me at third, and the man who choked away his lead on me, Dom, at fourth.
That fall. That fall is going to be talked about for a long time.
Bro, that was so.
They already have written it in the new like history books and stuff in school. Like it's being studied right now.
Don't be dumb.
I'm happy with myself. I started so bad, the worst I'd ever started in one of these ever. And
did we all hold the lead last year? I know I held one like start of the season.
Never. Yeah, maybe. And then I sat with Colton till week like 8, and then it just nosedived for the rest of the season, and I went tied for first.
Week 10 is when like I locked in and just started.
Jake was like mambo jumbo here as the champion. Championship. I got to tell you, boys, I got to see something better this year. We got to be better. Thank you. We do have a nice set of beards. We do have a good set of beards on this show.
That's actually so fantastic, especially because I know Jake didn't have the fullest of beards until his later years, and Will, his beard didn't even connect until like 2 years ago.
Oh, and it's not connecting. There's the hairs are long enough here to where they do connect, so it just makes perfect sense.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There was no beard happening until COVID.
Yeah, what a compliment. Actually, what a compliment. That's so fantastic.
Alrighty, so we're going to pull up this kind of screen here, and we get to talk about the first 16 games of the season. So football is back on Thursday Night Football as we have the Ravens and the Chiefs. I don't even have the picks up here. Let me just slide down here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, should I just say the Lone Wolf?
Yeah, let's
the
make
Lone Wolf
this whole
segment. Colton here picking the Ravens.
Yeah, I think Baltimore's still good enough. I got to see what Kansas City looks like this season, and they usually start out of the gate slow, is what we've kind of seen. They figure it out late, and it's like, okay, yeah, Mahomes is Mahomes. I just think Baltimore has also, I think, gotten their number the last few times, now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I think Lamar has something to prove winning big games, and I think he gets it done Thursday night.
And the three of us are picking the Chiefs, so someone's going to start 1-0 and someone's going to start 0-1 to start the season. And Dom is praying that God is Colton. Now we're going to go to the Southern Hemisphere for a football game. I don't know if there's ever been a game played in the Southern Hemisphere, but if there is, hey, congrats. But if not, this is the first time here. The Packers at the Eagles in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We're split here. Dom and I are going go Pack Go. We're going cheeseheads here. Followed by Colton and Jake. They're going with the Birds.
Yeah, I don't really pick against the Eagles unless it's like real bad situation. Not confident about it. Don't love it, Bob. Don't love this.
Yeah, I just think they're my division winners. I think they're good enough. And I do love Green Bay. I'm very excited for Friday's game. So
we're going to learn a lot.
Yeah. I'm glad the NFL is not stupid here. Let's have a full week one. Let's take over pretty much everything but college football. They're smart. I'll give it to those idiots. They know how to do their thing around here.
And they really looked down the weather too. It's going to be 72 and sunny in Brazil. Meanwhile, if they play this game on Sunday, it was going to be 95. So it's pretty good going there. Now we get to go to the Sunday slate. Everyone's favorite time of the year. Get to be a couch potato for the next, 8 hours, 10 hours, however long you want to watch all the way through Sunday Night Football. If you want to watch the pre-show, add like another 4 or 5 hours to that. But the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. We are sweeping the Saints here. No questions on that. Now we go to the Armpit of America, MetLife Stadium, a.k.a. the air conditioning unit, with the Vikings and the Giants. And Colton is lone wolfing the New York Giants here. Does Colton know something that we don't?
You caught me off guard with the Armpit of America. America there, Will. So, but no, I don't love Sam Darnold. I think the disappointment.
Horrible opinion already. I don't want to hear it anymore.
I think the folks in New York and New Jersey are going to get their one game of excitement from the Giants. I think they're going to come out. Their edge rushers are legit. Bringing in Brian Burns this offseason. That front is the best that they've had in a very long time. And I think they're going to make a case week 1. And Daniel Jones is going to tease some people, and that's going to be like, yes, they do suck. But week 1 gives their tease. I think they win the first game of the season, and then it goes downhill from there.
It's a home game for Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have seen Ghost back.
Eight tutties. Here we go. I'm so excited.
Week 1.
That's why I picked Justin Jefferson fantasy. Sam Darnold was going to do it. And then someone stole Sam Darnold from me and left Justin Herbert on the board. How does that even work? Yes, that was the last pick for Kyle, all the way at the bottom there, was Sam Darnold.
And Herbert was stayed. That's crazy.
Herbert stayed till round 20. All right, we're going to go from the armpit of America to everyone's favorite state, Ohio, for the Patriots and the Bengals, and we have a clean sweep of the Bengals. I don't know if there's really much to talk about here, but other than the Bengals kind of getting their feet back under themselves, Burrow being healthy, who knows if Jamar's going to play.
Easy money.
Well, just silly questions.
Yeah.
Defense should be good, though.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett should put up a little bit of a fight, but
we'll see how Gerard Mayo's Patriots do.
Yeah, this is the first look.
Now we're going to go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I believe I said that right, in Atlanta here for the Steelers and the Falcons. We have a clean sweep here of the Atlanta Falcons. Colton, you are not taking your Berg.
Colton?
That's crazy.
I might need to drug test you because you're picking the Falcons here. I don't know if you're sober enough to make these picks. So
hey, we always want the reverse jinx. I got to see what Pittsburgh looks like. I've died on the hill way too many times with Pittsburgh, so I'm gonna go with Atlanta with them being home. I think the game's great. I wouldn't be shocked if Pittsburgh wins, but I got to see them first. I got to see it on the field, the product, and then I'll go from there. So if I give you guys a game, that's fine by me. Don't mind.
Dom's praying it's like every game you just give him.
See, this was supposed to be the game we got one over on you.
I
was
picked
no
a few
way.
different ones. Whoa, I picked a few different ones. I picked the Giants for crying out loud. Come on. Who the hell's going to pick the Giants this year in a game? Come on.
That's my goal. I'm going to try picking at least every team once this year. So I'm going to try to make sure
there's
I
your
achieve
chance
that.
with the Giants there.
Nah, Sam Darnold. I'm not going to go against my boy here. From Atlanta, we're going to go to Indianapolis, where the rematch of Week 18 here, the Texans and the Colts. And Dom, you are lone wolfing the Colts here.
I think this is the healthiest Colts that we get. This is the most motivated Colts we get. I just think that they're coming out with as much as they possibly can. I don't know. I think they just take the Texans by surprise. It's the first week of the season, so it's kind of everyone's adjustment game, and everyone's kind of getting their feet under them and stuff. So I think this is and it's going to be Richardson's most healthy game if it's going to be. So I'm going for it. I'm saying he comes out, he has a great game after what happened last year. Just kind of surprises us maybe. So yeah, I don't think it foreshadows anything for the rest of the year. I'm just saying this is a one-off game, first game of the season. If something crazy is going to happen, it's going to be this at this point in time.
So Dom.
So you're locking in the Colts. You're locking them in.
No, I said the exact opposite.
No, you're locking them in for this game.
Oh yeah, for this game. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm lobbing up Jake for this one.
Yeah. So we tried to counsel you multiple times last year of talking yourself up on a team and then picking against them that very week.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I know what I was doing here. I knew what I was
as
doing.
long as you know you're doing it again.
100%. I know what I've said this whole episode. I know how I feel about the Texans. I feel like this is going to be a close game, great game, high scoring maybe, but yeah. I know
that wasn't where I was going. I was going to say the Colts have not won a Week 1 game since like 2013. They're 0-9-1 in Week 1, so
great. That's so fantastic.
Hey, you got a 5% chance there. So
I know they like one
Ryan tied. So
yeah, cool.
All right, now we're gonna go to where the table stock is shorted here. There we go. Cardinals and Bills. We are picking the Bills. I don't really know if there's much else to talk about this game. So
I do think the Cardinals could win this game.
They do.
But
they probably could.
They probably will, to be honest.
We'll see the Bills defense, how it looks after their slew of cuts.
This is definitely like a former prejudice of last year and previous years kind of thing. We all kind of just was like, oh, Cardinals, no brainer. Bills, no brainer. And then it's just kind of like maybe that's actually
Oh, I hope you know
closer than
if
it
Bills
should
lose
be.
this game, the roast session next week, the roast session next week, I'm going to be giving to the Bills will be an hour long.
True story. ESPN has Josh Allen projected the most points out of anyone this week, and it's by like 5 whole points. So there's that for whatever that's worth, and that blows my mind a little bit, but sure. I think that's again, previous prejudice kind of thing. Like, oh, Josh Allen, tons of points. I don't know, man. That's crazy, but
So we'll go from, we're going to go from Buffalo here to Chicago, where we have a clean sweep of the Bears as they take on the Titans. I mean, a lot of new for both these teams, either head coaches, quarterbacks, defensive players, all that kind of stuff. So the Bears, we're going there.
Bears.
Then from Chicago, we're going to go to the hottest point in America here, the Miami Dolphins, where the Jaguars and the Dolphins take place. We are clean sweeping the Dolphins. I think it's just because, well, the sun, it's hot, and they're probably going to make the Jaguars wear their black uniforms and let them roast on that 100 million degree sideline of theirs.
Well, and again,
that's funny.
Wasn't disagreeing. Lawrence sucks.
And then we're going to go from the most southern point to the northwestern point here, the Broncos and the Seahawks. No Russell Wilson. Bo Nix gets the first start, but we are sweeping the Seattle Seahawks here.
This isn't even the Seahawks winning. This is the Broncos losing. So that's for me. That's just what it is.
For one has to happen, one other thing has to happen.
I think it's going to be a big week for rookies. Bo Nix will not be one of them.
Big number on the spread. I still love Seattle. I think it's like 8.5, and I still love Seattle.
Nice.
And we're going to go from Northwestern to SoFi Stadium, where the Chargers and the Raiders take battle. Dom, you are lone wolfing the Raiders this week.
Yeah, I think this is the right. You got to think going into the season, going into game one, this is the absolute most motivated the Raiders are going to be. They're going to come out firing. I mean, like, they're going to be psyched, I would think, because of Pierce and just everything here. I mean, like, this is just the energy of the team. And them losing and maybe not having a mediocre season at this moment is not beating them down at all. I think they're going into this with the vibes of last year, being happy with the head coach that was chosen. I think the Chargers still have yet to, some of them like Ladd McConkey, they still have to, experience an NFL game legit. Those kinds of people don't usually just explode week one and hit their stride immediately. Usually it takes a couple games or so. So I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this game where the Raiders beat the Chargers this season. So,
well, I'm going to call it the BS when I see it. Somehow this guy had the Chargers in the playoffs, yet doesn't pick them against one of their weaker opponents on the season.
Hey, if you were going to say something like this,
very confusing.
It's a 9-8 Chargers that make that playoffs. I mean, like, I
think remember by the schedule, they kind of had to win this game.
We said that, but I think we said both teams need this win.
Well, I think we said
this is a really important week one game for both.
What we did say is we're going to learn a lot about them.
Yes,
right off the bat.
Like I said, I just found it. I saw it on the sheet, and I'm like, oh, Dom, doesn't make any sense. Has the Chargers in the playoffs, but doesn't have them beating one of their easy.
Hey, man, I know what I did. We're good.
All right, okay. I just want to call it how I see it. All right.
Like, you can't do this whole show without having something contradict something else at some point in time. It's only week one. So
yeah. All right. So from Los Angeles, we go to Cleveland here. Tom Brady's first game commentating. The Cowboys and the Browns take place. Colton, you are lone wolfing this week. The dog pound.
Yeah, I just think Cleveland's being slept on a little bit. I think their defense is still very, very good. None of us had them in the playoffs, clearly including myself. I just think they're going to be very good still. And we'll see what Deshaun looks like. So, yeah, give me the Brownies.
All right. And then we go from here to, I don't know, another interesting matchup here. The Commanders at the Buccaneers. Dom, you are lone wolfing the Buccaneers this week.
Yeah, bro. Rookie quarterback right away. First game. Baker was not bad last year. He still is throwing to the same targets. Mike Evans was not bad last year. It's just a team. It's just people that have been here versus people that haven't been here. A new situation versus not as new of a situation. I'm just going with the situation that occurred last year and has had a whole offseason together again, and now rolling into this year. That's all it is.
And now we've been waiting all day for Sunday night, a rematch of one of the best playoff matchups from last year. We get it down in week 1, the Rams and the Lions. We are split here. The Rams fans are taking the Rams. Meanwhile, Jake and Colton are taking the Lions.
That's too funny. I said this to Jake before we went on the show. I chose the Rams because it's a regular season game. Detroit won in the playoffs. It's kind of just like for the Rams, this means more kind of thing. Like, that's really all this is.
Oh, Jake should have stayed true to his colors and just never get back for the rest of the episode.
I told you I picked this before we went on.
I'm not surprised that the 2 homers picked.
But it's so funny. I can't believe that. That's so funny.
I'm out.
I think the Rams get their revenge and they win the game here. So, yeah, that's what I'll go with. And also, Kelly Stafford's not going to be there, and it's every funny meme on Twitter is just, I'm going to go to the Stafford's house in LA and start booing their kids in the window. Walking right up, just boo.
Will might be a truer Rams fan than me because I don't know anything about that.
I just get every sports meme possible, so it's just funny. And now we go to Monday Night Football here, where the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers battle out, and this rounds out week 1. Again, another split here. Dom and I take the Jets, and Colton and Jake take the Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
This was before Williams got signed, too. I picked this at least before Williams got signed. But whatever. It's the most healthy Rodgers is going to be this season, so, whatever.
Oh, boy. He did it. Oh, he said the words. Oh, boy.